Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I myself from grade 10, Khadija, giving a seminar on our environment. So basically, what do we mean by our environment? The area from where we live, around us, everything is there. Like we live in the world, so we live around animals, humans, plants, organisms, sunlight, air, water, everything is around us. So, like, everything is connected, right? Like, if it is not there, can you imagine, like, there is nothing around us and we are living alone? No, it's not possible. Even if we are alone, we need humans, we need organisms, we need sunlight, we need air, we need water, we need everything. And even organism to organism need everyone. So basically we can say at last that everything is connected in this environment. So the environment is divided into 4 types, like hydrosphere, lithosphere, biosphere, atmosphere. So mainly we see the environment in biosphere. Biosphere is the sphere which is having a life in it of organisms. Plant organisms having a life, animal organisms having life, human organisms having a life. So in the same way, we have 2 factors in this organism, biosphere, physical and biological factors. Biosphere, there are 2 factors, physical and biological. Physical in the sense which we use it. Like for example, sunlight, water, air, etc. And biological factors, humans, animals, plants. These are the organisms which use these all factors. Okay. The first who will use this all components, like plants, they will use this all 3. They use sunlight, they will use air, they use water for process of photosynthesis. In this terms they will use, and other will use 2 plants only, animals and humans. Okay. So now the flora and fauna, the place where flora and fauna, the plants and animals living together, is called as habitat. Place where flora and fauna lives. Like for example, if I keep the pet in my home, so from past 2 to 3 years it's with me. So the place where I keep it is its habitat. Now for example, the lion, tiger, wild animals live in jungle, so it's their habitat. For example, like most of the ox skin, upper part of the skin, the bees will be living on there. Like they will breed on its skin and they will eat the bull's skin itself and they'll live on that. So habitat for bees is the bull's skin, upper part of the skin. So in the same way, the place where we live is our habitat of an organism, also it will be human also. So an organism can't completely own everything. Like for example, if I am a human, I cannot say that like everything is necessary for me, everything is connected to my life, so I should only use it, no one should use it, and I cannot completely depend on it and don't allow anyone to use it. Because of this, everything will be like for example, everything is connected, so everything will be unbalanced. Like for example, food chain. Okay. In food chain, what happens? Plant uses sunlight. Then after using sunlight, it will prepare photosynthesis, because through the process of photosynthesis, it will prepare glucose, and from glucose it will prepare the product as fruit or vegetable. Okay, now this fruit and vegetables consumed by even animals and even humans. So the energy of sunlight is passing through this and this and this. Animals also getting, humans also getting. So from here, and humans will eat even this, humans will eat even this, animals. Okay. Now if I did something wrong, if I deducted plant only, I said plants should not use sunlight and I reduced all the plants, then who will use sunlight and prepare this vegetables, fruits? And if animals also dependent, then even human is independent. If human does not eat this, okay, then they will eat animals. And when the animals already don't have any food, then how can they survive? So everything is interconnected. When complete organism cannot deny, reduce any of the things from the food chain, the process for the interconnected chain. So if one reduced or one deducted, everything will be connected, everything will be reduced. Okay. Now I have explained you food chain. So apart from food chain, there is no one food chain, right? In the world, everything is interconnected in the sense. Like food chain plus food chain plus food chain is also interconnected. Many food chains also combine and form one chain. Grass is eaten by goat. Then goat is eaten by wolf. Wolf is eaten by any tiger or lion. Okay. Now if I take example of sheep. Sheep is eaten by eagle. What sheep eats? He also eats, let's say, grass. So I can put like this also. I will divide this. Okay. Now snake. What does snake eat? Fish. So fish is eaten by snake. Then who eats snake? Eagle. So you can put like this. Now there is only snake doesn't eat fish. Other organic also eat fish. If I take cat, so cat will eat fish. Now what all rat. Rat will eat. Rat is eaten by cat. Now what does rat eat? Rat also eats grass also, right? Sometimes like dry grass. So I can put like this. Grass is eaten by rat. So here everything is connected. Like grass is eaten by sheep also, grass is eaten by goat also. Now snake is eaten by snake is eaten by eagle, and fish is eaten by cat also, fish is eaten by snake also. Now rat is eaten by cat also, and grass is eaten by rat. So everything is connected. So all this many food chains is called as food web. Is all number of food chains linking together, like having relations interconnected between them, is called food web. Now the arrows between these food web, what does it show? I say that grass is eaten by sheep. So this arrow mark shows that this is eaten by this organism. Even if I say that eagle is up and snake is down, it doesn't mean that in food I would say it doesn't mean that eagle is eaten by snake. Snake is eaten by eagle. So I am linking this eagle to snake with an arrow mark. With another food chain. This is another food chain. So I link this eagle with snake. So now I'll explain you basic food chain. Grass is eaten by goat. Goat is eaten by bull. Goat is eaten by lion. So now as we go from up to down, we see many type of organisms eating others. So the first one is producer. Okay, because it is getting produced through the land grass which is being consumed by goat. So what is goat here? Consumer. Now the goat is consumed by bull, so bull will also called consumer. Now bull is eating lion, so lion is also called consumer. Then after eating this, who will die? He will get died and he will get decomposed. Like after dying, no one will put him under the ground. Then by natural factors, he will go inside and soil will adapt him and it will get decomposed by soil. So here soil is becoming decomposed of a lion. He is decomposing the lion into the ground, right? So he is called decomposer. This is producer, consumer, decomposer. So this producer is called as primary. Primary, and this is called secondary, and it's called tertiary. Okay, so as we move from up to down, we see producer, consumer, decomposer. As we have many interlinked food chains, so we can't remember that, right? So to remember that, we can remember this. First, the producer will be there, which is consumed by consumer, and then consumer is decomposed by decomposer organisms. Okay. Now this producer is first primary. So we call it primary consumer, and this is secondary consumer, and this is tertiary consumer. After that, top level organisms, which either eat the, for example, the dead animals like vultures. Vultures are also called as decomposers, which eat dead animals. Like they are known for cleaning the environment by eating the dead animals. After tertiary, top carnivore. Okay, now this is the food consumed. Like what happens inside there? This is the physical chain. What happens in chemical chain inside the bodies of these organisms? Firstly, the grass is a plant, right? So it will contain chlorophyll also. So it means that chlorophyll, if the plant is consuming chlorophyll, so it will have the process of photosynthesis inside it. Okay. So photosynthesis needs sunlight. So sunlight is a resource, is a source for energy. Sunlight is a source of energy. So basically energy is passed to the grass, and from there it passes to the goat. Like because of the goat is consuming this grass, and from goat it will pass to the wolf, and wolf will, from wolf meat the sunlight energy will pass to the lion, and from lion to the decomposer. So it is not necessary that if the grass is having 100% of energy with him, so it will not pass to the goat 100% only, because we have to also use the energy to process its functions. So some will be deducted. 100 minus some 20. Okay. Now 80% is there. Okay. Now this 80% of energy is used by wolves. Okay. So the industrially that Gulf is also using 80% of energy is receiving 80% of energy from the boat. Boat also has to function its has to use the energy for its function. So 80% more 20% is deducted. 60%. Now from Gulf it will go to the line. So from 60% minus 20, 40%. So as we can see that from 100% of sunlight energy, as we are going down to the like in this chain, as we are going down, the amount of energy captured or produced by the grass is getting decreased and from till the last, right? So the energy flow from in this food chains and environment gets decreased from organism to organism when it passes. So at each transfer, large proportion of 80% to 90% energy is dissipated as heat produced in the process of respiration and other reactions. Respiration process also needs sunlight energy, like for its process, and other processes like reproduction, excretion, and circulation, and other all the process needs energy. So 80 to 90, I only showed you 20% reduction from these to understand. But actually what happens, 80% to 90% will be decreased from 100%. So at last, what do you think, like what energy is left? So in this way, everything is connected. So like for example, goat is directly heated by a lion. So lion will have some more amount of energy. If suppose the grass is eaten by goat, so goat is directly eaten by humans. So human will also get directly more energy. If now the boat is passing like this, to the lion, so the lion will have no amount of energy left with its prey. So basically, what I want to say is the energy gets decreases 80 to 90% from an organism to organism. When it passes through organism to organism. Terrestrial ecosystems. Now this food chain also varies through ecosystem, right? Like our earth is divided into three types. Middle, top, and middle of food. Like polar regions, this is tropical region, polar region, and this is temperate region. Something temperature between this, not even more polar, not even more temperate, near the sunlight, near the equator, in middle. Okay, these are the three types. So our ecosystem also varies from these types, from polar region to temperate region to tropical region. The ecosystem also have two types: water aquatic ecosystem and terrestrial ecosystem. So we will first study about terrestrial ecosystem. So on terrestrial ecosystem, like the land, we have three types. No, the three factors which have the climatic condition on the terrestrial ecosystem: rainfall, temperature, and sunlight. Like for example, there are three seasons, right? Winter season, summer season, and rainy season. So in rainy season, the land will get nourished with the water, enough water, and have to store the water, extra water into the ground. During rainy season, in summer season, the water gets evaporated, and it will be ready for next rainy season. And in winter season, like for example, soon after rainy season we have winter season. No, before rainy season we have winter season. it will be cold enough so that whatever water is there on land, some heat is there in the ground, it will get like middle, balanced. So these are the three factors: rainfall, temperature, and sunlight, which defines the climatic condition of terrestrial ecosystem plus aquatic ecosystem. Because there are animals.
Grade 6 girls, come to your class. I repeat, grade 6 girls, come back to your class.
Like for example, if I take an example of rat, what does it do in rainy season? Because of the rainy season, if suppose the next month rainy season is coming and this month summer season is there, so it will go outside, it will hard work and it will get its food from anywhere and it will hide it in its burrows. And when it's raining, so it will be helpful for the rat so that it can consume that food during rainy season. So in this way, this defines the terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. Because of these three factors which affect the climatic conditions, the organism gets prepared for it, like for its food, for its shelter, and for its everything, whatever he needs. Food chain, like I said, food chain is branched in every stage. Like goat is eaten by some other person, snake is eaten by some or the other organisms, and if grass is eaten by other organisms, and plant is eaten by other organisms, everything. At every stage, the food chain is branched and branched. Okay, so that's of multiple alternative food choices. So as they are branched and structured at every stage, their acquiring of food is also different from others. Like it is not necessary that if the eagle is eating snake, it should also eat the thing which snake eats, right? So the food also, the consuming product is also varies from organism to organism in the food chain at every stage. Consumed by herbivores. Herbivores are consumed by animals, eagles, humans. No, it is not necessary that human also should eat what eagle eats. If eagle eats snakes, it's not necessary that human also eat. Human can eat only animals like goat. Humans also eat only herbivores, not all animals. Now, animals in the sense lion or tiger. So the acquiring of food also is varies from organism to organism. Humans eat different food, eagle eat different food, animal eat different food, but all are dependent on everything, interconnected foods, grass, a plant, sunlight, air, and water. So based on this ecological ecosystems and acquiring the mode of acquiring energy and the mode of eating the food varies from organism to organism, the food web, many food chains, everything have to understand this in a sequence way, we have pyramids, ecological pyramids. I will continue this ecological pyramids in my part 2. Thank you, Jazakallah khair.